for Logan and Kyndal, what are the emotions like now, coming off of that win headed into tomorrow?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is starting off.
Yeah, this is really good, guys.
Normally.
All right. Emotions are high, right? Coming off of a 5-set win, reverse sweep at that, to go to the Elite Eight is a pretty amazing thing. But also turning the page, new team, new game against Nebraska. So I think kind of recentering, getting a nice solid day of work in practice like we just had, and then a little bit tomorrow morning to try to prep us for the next match.
This morning like for you guys? I know, Jamie, you said you were tired, rightly so. Just like, what was the morning like for you as you guys are just getting recovered from that marathon?
Yeah, like trying to prioritize the things that we need to recover, sleep and nutrition and all that stuff is all the things that we're trying to get in pretty much just to prepare for tomorrow and come in for practice and managing load and all that stuff to make sure that we are ready to come in for another battle tomorrow after such a long game yesterday.
And Coach, I heard one other A&M writer describe tomorrow's match as one of the biggest in program history. No pressure there, but what are the emotions for you like going into that, looking ahead to tomorrow, but also looking back at all y'all have accomplished this year?
Yeah, I had a moment last night where I was sitting there and I got done answering the 213 text messages that I got, and I just took a moment where it was prideful of what we've accomplished this season and then what we've built. I think are the two things. But I also told the team last night when we went to the locker room, and I told them this morning, like, the story is not over yet. And we get a chance to take this program further than it's ever been. And it's a match. It's not the biggest match in the history of Texas A&M. It's a match against a really good team, and the thing I am is excited. I think it's the two most balanced teams in the country, and I think you're going to see some fireworks. You're going to see some exciting volleyball, and I think for fans, they're going to be able to tune in and see something amazing. And for us, we get a chance to do what we love, and that's go out and compete.
What does it mean to do that here against Nebraska in Lincoln? What role do you think that'll play, and how much does that mean to anyone?
For me, it's less about the place and more about, and it is a little bit about the place, and it's about the atmosphere. And again, I talk to them all the time, and for me, just I love whenever I get in the competitive arena. And to be able to do that in a place where fans care, and again, like, this is what I'm most excited about what we're building also, is just the atmosphere at Reed Arena was very similar to this. It's rowdy, people get after it, the fans are amazing, and you want to play in those as much as you can, and we're lucky and blessed that we get to do that every single day at home. So to be able to do that in another place where they care as much as they do here, and to be able to, again, step into that arena like we like to do, it's going to be enjoyable, and that's what I'm excited for.
You guys are going to be playing on ABC.
What's that? Sorry.
You guys are going to be playing on ABC, right? So what does that do for the brand of Texas A&M volleyball and just getting that many more eyeballs potentially on your match tomorrow?
Yeah. One, I'm excited, and I got to ask the question just about the first two rounds not being on linear. And again, like, I feel like ESPN cares. They're putting this on ABC. This isn't the final of the NCAA tournament. This is the regional final. So again, like, I'm thankful for what we do get, that not only for our sport and our brand we get to be there, but for volleyball, that we get to get as many eyeballs as possible at a sports bar or a random place, or people tuning through the stations, of just seeing it and falling in love with it. And for me personally, it's that they get to see these young women doing what they do and fall in love with them is really, really important. So I'm excited that, again, ABC, ESPN, they're stepping up and doing that for the sport. And again, I'm just going to go back to what I said the other day. We've earned that, I think. I think they've tested it out. They've put it on the air. The ratings have been there, and that will continue to grow. And again, I'm excited and thankful that they give it to us.
Logan, I have two questions for you. One's more of a funny question. Okay. Do you ever find out who put the note there on the score table?
Okay. Well, I was actually just explained. I think it's Louisville's thing.
Oops.
So someone said that that's their card that they stick in their little challenge, by their challenge card, and I think they forgot it on our side.
Oops.
So
Yeah.
I guess they gave us some good luck. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Louisville's card.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And a more serious question. You guys are facing the number one offense and defense statistically. As a player, what does it mean to go up against that challenge?
Yeah, I think just treating it like any other match, going and prepping the same and playing the same volleyball that we do, like that we know how to do, and focusing on our side rather than, oh, Nebraska, whatever, like the logo on their chest, but focusing on the logo on our chest, right? Like the brand that we know how to play, and just go out like any other match, I think is the most important thing.
Logan, what's that journey been like? I mean, your freshman year, under 500 season, to now you've tied the best and potentially could go further than any Texas A&M program. What's that journey been like for you?
Unreal, I guess is the best word. Coming in as a freshman to this program, I had no idea what was to come. I've said it a bunch of times, but wanting to come somewhere where I could help build a program into something greater than what it was when I got there, or back to what it was, because we have been to an Elite Eight before. I'm back in 01, and so having been a part of this journey with the people around me has just truly been a dream come true since I was a kid, just with my roots connected to the school. So super cool that I get to have this be my senior year with the people around me.
Kyndal, bit of a similar thing over there. One little funny question, one more serious, but big day for the Stowers family yesterday. What was that like for y'all both on both fronts?
I mean, yeah, it was crazy. It was funny because after the game had ended, I was with my family. We were just talking to different people, and someone was like, "Think like your daughter played really good." My dad was like, "Did you know that my son just won the Mackey Award?" And I was like, "Dude, this is just crazy." And I mean, yeah, it was just a crazy day. I think just a testament to the amount of work that we've put in. I mean, literally since we were kids, we were working out together in our house, like in our weight room in our house. And I mean, just have always had that connection back and forth, working with each other and pushing each other to be better. So the fact that all of that has now paid off is just amazing, honestly, and so fun to watch.
And what has this run been like with the senior class and with Logan and all the other seniors coming in and working with them? What has that been like for you?
So fun. I mean, yeah, I feel like I'm kind of being a dead horse with this one, but I wasn't even playing volleyball a year ago. So to come in and to have this senior class who has been battling for it over the years, and last year obviously did so well and got to the Sweet 16 last year, and having that experience also was helpful coming back to the same place that they were at. I mean, it's just been so fun, and I feel like every day we get out there and we just want to work harder and push harder because we want to make it as long as possible. Don't want to see that last day, and so we're going to push that as long as we can so that we can get every match that we can with them.
Couple more. Jamie, you had 4 on that first team all-conference, which is more than a lot of the traditional powers. Just how do you feel about the roster you've built and the top-end talent you have right now?
Yeah. There's 2 things. I think everyone's talking about the current landscape of college athletics and using the word roster and built and these things, and it's really been development. And obviously there's pieces of that have to be added into it too, but we're going to stay true to that kind of across the board, and obviously have a balance of those 2 things. But I think the people that have come here, and Logan's talked about it over the 3 years, it's been a mixture of the 2 things of can we develop the people that are here and can we add pieces around it. And again, going back to why I feel pretty confident tomorrow, like I'm pretty sure, I don't know how many all-conference first team they had, but it's very similar. And I think it takes balance to beat balance. And I'm really excited about what we're going to see out on the floor tomorrow as we get there. But we've gotten better and better as the season's gone on, and we'll continue to do it with the little bits that we're doing in practice right now. But I'm proud of the way that these, 2 young women have worked, but also our entire team to develop throughout this year into the team that we are today.
Matt Ulmer was talking about how it was really hard to make Nebraska uncomfortable. As you're diving into the scout, is that what you're seeing too?
No. I mean, no. I listened to his press conference, and again, I told ESPN out there, like, I'm not scared of them. They're a really good volleyball team, but we've talked the entire season and made it our identity of making people uncomfortable, of leaning in and imparting our will on the people that we're playing. So we're going to continue to do that. And again, like, the majority of that team has played for me. They know that's what's coming. They know that we're going to make them uncomfortable in different ways throughout the match. So, and again, that's not saying they are a very good volleyball team, but we are also. And it's going to be the battle of wills in that match. It's going to be ebbs and flows. It's going to be back and forths. And again, we're going to battle until one team wins. And hopefully that'll be us.
Having coached some of them on the USA circuit, does that make your job easier knowing some of their tendencies, or do you go in there with a Blake?
No, the same way that they're developing, they're developing also. And Danny's done an amazing job in the year that she's been here, and 1, making this her own, and 2, developing the talent that she has here. And I think to that, I know them. but I don't know where they are now after a 2 or 3 year journey. And I think the thing that I was fired up when I was watching, and again, I knew this day would come at some point, that the way I go about every time that I'm coaching is changing the trajectory of somebody of what they're on and planting seeds and ideas in their head of how to play the game of volleyball. And for them, it was at 16, and I see that now, little pieces of what we did back then. So that's equally frustrating now I have to go out and beat it, but also just, again, I care about the people that I coach regardless. And for this, we'll turn it off for 2 hours, but I'll care about them afterwards and I'll care about them before. I'm happy to see them doing well. But again, going back to, they know me and they know the way that I coach. They know I'm coming after them right now, and afterwards it'll be all about love. But for the next, 24 hours, it's going to be about figuring out ways to beat them.
Jamie, with those Nebraska players you worked with, what's your favorite or the best development story from how you knew them to what you see on film now?
I'll leave that. I just don't know what they'd want to be private and not on that. I have a story that's popping in my head right now, but I'll probably keep that to myself. So not in a negative way, just in a growth way. So,
Coach, well, since you took over the program, obviously you got the team back to the NCAA tournament first year. You took it to the Sweet 16 the next year, and you took it back to where it's not been in 24 years this year. Talk to me about just kind of the journey that it's been for you and getting A&M volleyball back to where it should be.
Yeah, when I came in, I interviewed on that premise of this program has history. And even after I took the job, when I look up in the rafters, I'm like, man, that's a lot of Sweet 16s, and 2 Elite 8s is hard, now 3. That's not easy to do. So it's not like the program didn't have history. And for me, it was, can we get it back to where it was? And can we restore that to the point where people see what it was too? And I think that got lost in it a little bit. And I think we're there. And then the next step was pushing it further. So again, I sat there last night and I just had a moment of pride of and that was not easy. I can guarantee you myself, my staff, these players, it has been a group effort to push this thing uphill the entire time. And it's pride and work. And I'm really proud. And again, I've been pushing hard to get this program, and I took the job because, again, I wanted to build something similar to what is here at Nebraska, a place where people care about volleyball, a place where the administration is supportive, and our administration has stepped up this year and says we want to support you the same way that Nebraska is supporting their volleyball team. And it takes, the 12th men showing up and being rowdy in matches, but all of the things that are happening here are starting to happen in College Station. And it's not just the wins and losses that I'm proud of, it's the entire development of the entire program and the entire ecosystem and the entire feel around our program and what we're doing.
Kyndal, Logan, you both have history with Ali Check. What's it like to see her again and be across from the net from her? Kyndal.
It's full circle moment, right? I grew up with Ali, literally elementary to high school, playing together, going to school together. So super cool. We're both seniors, obviously. So coming towards the close of our career, getting to meet up in an Elite 8 match is really cool.
Yeah, same idea. She was one of my best friends when I was at Baylor, so both being at new programs and I feel like just thriving and enjoying where we're at and obviously making it as far as we are, both being in the Elite 8. I feel like same thing, just testament of our work ethics and just being able to continue playing after transferring and going through all of that is just special. So.
Coach, you talked about the buy-in from the A&M administration. How much of that comes from Trev, coming from Nebraska, seeing what volleyball is like here?
Yeah, I think it was huge. And I think when you have, change in leadership, it's a nerve-wracking time, whether it be, coaching change probably here, or for me, it's the athletic director is the same thing. And the person that hires you is all of a sudden that believed in on your vision for what this thing is. And you're like, man, what if I get somebody that doesn't believe in volleyball? And to have somebody that came in, and again, when I got hired, I said, I want to become the second program to be profitable in the United States. And I want to give back to the athletic department. To have somebody that doesn't be scoff at that and be like, that's impossible, but someone that says, oh yeah, that's possible, let's get to work. I think that's huge. And I think to have someone that knows what it can be and knows how to build it to that has been a huge asset for me. And just to have the belief that we can do it and the belief that there will be return on that, both with fan engagement and the way that people show up, with wins, obviously, and with the economic landscape of what's going on, of possibly being profitable. And I think we're trending in that direction.
What does it say about his support of your program, that with everything going on at the university right now, that he was here yesterday?
Huge. And again, he's a volleyball fan, is a piece of it. I think there's a piece of it where he wants to be supportive because he believes in what we're doing. There's also a piece of it because he loves watching the sport. And I think he's probably been at 80% of our matches. at home and sits courtside and gets nervous and loves it and talks to me afterwards and knows the game enough to kind of have not opinions as in give them to me on how I should coach, but to be able to go back and forth and banter about the volleyball game. And I don't think that's the case at most schools, and I'm very, very thankful for it.